Right. I'm just going to get started. I started the recording, so if anybody jumps on late, we can send that out. So if you want a copy of this video, just leave your email and I would be happy to send it out to you all. But today we're just going to talk a little bit about testimonials and why they're important and how you can collect them and where you should put them. And just a reminder that this little graphic I have here on the first slide, that can be found in BrandServe and can be customized with your own testimonials and information. So make sure you're looking there if you need some content for your social media pages. We're just getting started. Everybody's muted. It's fine. It's just a couple of us, so it's not a big deal. If you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or you can come off mute and ask me at any time. And then, like I said, if you want this presentation, either the slide deck or the recording, we can get that sent to you if you just leave your email in the chat box. So a little bit about what we're going to go over is why testimonials are a vital part of your business as a real estate agent, how you can go about asking for them from your clients, where you can showcase them once you do get them from a client. If you were to get a bad review, a little bit about how to handle that, a couple best practices, and then I will do a live demo on how to get your reviews either on your Moxie website yourself or to get them pulled in from Zillow if that is where you are collecting your testimonials from. So a testimonial is a formal statement testifying to someone's character and qualifications. It's a public tribute to someone and to their achievements. So these allow those in your community or those interested in moving to your community that you serve to research and understand how you can help them. That gets them closer to working with you, and it can set the standard for the experience they will receive when they do decide to work with you. And then having solid reviews and testimonials from your clients is a big step in getting them to share you and your brand. So get those future referrals going. And then it can also help your SEO, so your search engine optimization and your online credibility. So there's just a couple examples here. One is a Google review and the next one down is a Zillow review. So that's how those kind of come through looking. Why do you need testimonials and reviews? So 62% of online home buyers say they would contact an agent online based on their excellent reviews clearly posted by real customers. So, all of us as consumers, we're always looking at reviews. I don't know how many times I get on Yelp or Google and I'm looking through reviews for different services I'm interested in. And then 43% of online buyers who recommend an agent via word of mouth said they would use the internet to research the agent before contacting them. So if somebody were to give out your name to somebody, they're going to search you up all across the internet and see what other people are saying and the experiences they had. So you want to have a good coverage so that people have a good wealth of knowledge to move forward with working with you. A few different options for who can leave you reviews. So really, your buyers, your sellers, buyers, they can talk about things like listening and problem solving, responsiveness, and your negotiation technique in your transaction. Sellers can talk about the things like how you marketed their home, your strategy to get it sold, how you negotiated with the buyer side, your responsiveness to them, and then your customer service, because overall you are all about customer service in your real estate business. So we want to keep that number one priority. Another place you can get reviews are from your manager. So maybe if you're a brand new agent and you don't have any clients you've worked with before, you can ask your manager to leave you your first review on your Google page or wherever you decide that you want to house your reviews. You can also ask any coworkers, from past careers, or if you're working with a mentor, you can also ask them. So these people can speak to your work ethic and use their experience, their own experience to help validate yours. How do you ask for reviews? So you just don't want to be afraid. You want to be brave, right? 76% of customers who were asked to leave a review did so. So when you're asking for them, you want to give them a couple things for them to talk about, right? Because some people are a little hesitant to get on. They don't really know what to say, or maybe they'll leave something that's not quite as in depth as you would like. So you can give them a guide, help them come up with their response. So ask them to state how it is that you help them. If they would recommend you to a friend or a colleague, what specific challenges you help them overcome, how quickly their transaction closed, if it was done in record time, or if you got them an excellent deal. And then anything else you'd like to add, make sure you just like put it out there. Say, here's a few options for you to, answer these questions when you do leave a review. And then also video testimonials are great. They're great for your social media. They're great to put on your website. As we all know, video is king in social media now. So if you have a customer that would be willing, or a client that would be willing to leave you a video testimonial, that would be a great piece to have. So next we have a few scripts, and I can send these out to you if you would like. So this script just says you would address the client's name, and then it says, "Thank you so much for choosing me as your real estate agent. I value your opinion about what it was like to work with me, and I think other buyers or sellers would appreciate knowing what they can expect from me. I'd like to ask you for the favor of writing a review about your experience with me. Here are some questions that you can answer as part of your write-up." So that's where you would come up with those questions. So what made you decide to buy or sell your home? Why did you choose me as your real estate agent? What did you like best about your experience with me? What do you think I could have done better? Some people are a little hesitant to ask that one, but if you feel like that's something you want to ask, go ahead and ask it. And then, would you recommend me to your friends or family? And finish it out by saying, "Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to give me feedback, and I look forward to reading your remarks." This can be sent out like at close of escrow, or you can put it in a card. If you give like a buyer or seller gift, you can add this as part of that. Add in a QR code that takes them directly to where you want them to leave that review. Easy peasy. The next scripts are, there's a casual request. So this one just says, "Thanks so much for choosing me as your real estate agent. I hope you are delighted with how your transaction went, and I would love your feedback about it. May I ask you the favor of writing a review about your experience with me? Whether you're wholly satisfied or just happy it's over, I would like to know so that I can keep on doing the things you appreciated and work on the things that need improvement." You can go on to say, "Most consumers read reviews to help them choose a real estate agent." So at the end of the process, I'm going to ask you a favor of writing a review. I value your input and think sharing your experience would give others a great idea of what it's like to work with me. So these are, that's kind of like during your transaction, just kind of let them know that you're expecting a review, or that you would like them to leave one. And then this last one is, if it's been a while since you've done the transaction with them, but you still want to, reach out and see if they would leave one after the fact. It just says, "Thank you for choosing me as your real estate agent. I wanted to wish you a happy 6-month, 3-month, 1 month, 1 year, however long it's been, anniversary on the sale or purchase of your home. I hope things have settled down a bit and that you're as delighted with the end result as I am. May I ask you the favor of writing a review about your experience with me?" Super easy. This can go out, like I said, in an email and a text message, however you correspond with your clients the best. So where should your reviews go? There are a million and one options out there, but these are some of the top ones. So of course, Zillow is a great place. We all know people go to Zillow to look up everything nowadays. So Zillow is a popular one. Zillow also syndicates with your MoxieWorks website. So if somebody leaves you a Zillow review, it will automatically feed into your MoxieWorks website, and I'll show you how we make that happen. Another great one is Google. Google's now a verb. So if you don't have a Google business page, now's the time to make one. We offer classes on how to get that set up, so check that out. But a Google review is an amazing, way to showcase yourself on the biggest search platform in the world. Your MoxieWorks website, of course, realtor.com, and Facebook, Movado, LinkedIn, Rate My Agent. There's so many different places out there, but I would say the top ones would be Zillow, Google, and your MoxieWorks website. Here's just a few facts about those. Zillow is the most visited real estate website in the world. Realtor.com is a close second to Zillow in the amount of online traffic that they own. Yelp has 148 million visitors a month. However, they do advertise other agents on your page. So it's not my top choice, but if you want to advertise there, that is more than fine. Yelp does also kind of hit you up to go pro and spend money and get, so that's just another thing to keep in mind. Google accounts for 57.5% of all reviews worldwide. So that's where most people start their search for products or businesses or services. So that's why it's important to have that Google business page set up. Your Facebook business page, Google will also pull reviews from there and show them on your Google business page. So your Facebook business page is a fine place to put them. And then, of course, your agent website. So that will showcase your local expertise, experience, and then clients can search for homes directly from that page. So a pro of these, so for these sites to maintain the reputation of legitimate reviews, many have practices in place to ensure that the reviews come from clients themselves and not an agent leaving their own, perhaps fraudulent reviews. So that means they either need to create an account or be logged into their account to leave that review. You're not able to go in and do that for them. A con is in order to get reviews, you would need to send out that individual request from each platform. There's no copy and paste option. You would have to go in through each one and request them. I will show you today how to request a Zillow review. And then if anybody's interested, I can also show you how to do a Google one as well. So on the Zillow side, how to request a review is you would just go to your agent hub, which is in the top right-hand corner. Once you're logged in, you go to edit your profile information and request reviews. And then along the right-hand side, there is that request review button. You just go ahead and click on that, and it's going to open a basic email editing platform sort of form. So you would just fill this out. You can send it to multiple clients at once, just separate the email addresses by a comma, and then go ahead and custom tailor your message that you want to send out. And then you would just say send request. You have to indicate that the person was a past client and then send that request. So here's an example of what that looks like once you get it all filled in. You can send it to multiple people and then get your message dialed in exactly how you want it to sound. And then once that request is sent, it is going to show a little box that it was in fact sent out, and it will tell you the date it was sent, if they've left a review or if no review has been submitted yet. So you can kind of follow along and make sure that, oh, I already sent one to them, maybe I should follow up, or you can also see when they do leave a review. So here's what the reviews look like as they come in. It's a great practice to send a response to any review you get. So if somebody does leave a review, make sure you log in, give them a quick response, a quick thank you. If there's any, we're going to get there, but if there's any negative reviews, getting those handled relatively quickly. Okay, so there are 1,001 third-party programs that you can sign up for a monthly fee to take all of your testimonials or get a testimonial and feed it to all these places. So you would have to do your own research on which one sounds the best for you. But the top one here is Testimonial Tree. It's made the rounds at several of trade conventions and has a real estate specific solution for reputation management. Their system includes a branded post closing email soliciting reviews and routing them to the sites like Zillow, Realtor.com, and leading real estate companies of the world. That one goes for about $100 a month. That one can also be synced and with your Moxie website account. So if you did want to go that route, it would feed it out to all of those sites, including your Moxie website. And then there's just a few more that I've put together for you. So 5 stars, GMR, power testimonial, real satisfied, rate my agent. Like I said, there's so many different ones. A few best practices is once you do get a review, make sure you pull it from wherever it was by copying, pasting it, adding it to say an Excel sheet or your OneDrive cloud storage, just so you know you always have it. I've heard horror stories of people's Zillow accounts being removed and they lose all their reviews. If that were to happen, that would be very sad. So you want to make sure you're keeping them somewhere safe that you have control of. And then ask for reviews no more than 3 times from each client. It's professional to ask once and follow up 2 times at most when requesting a real estate testimonial. After that, it's probably not going to happen and you don't want to, annoy a possible return client. Next is to post them to social media. So grab a nice template. Like I said, BrandServe has those. If you use any, Canva, or you like to design your own, or if you just simply put it in your social media text box, that's fine too. Just make sure you are sharing those with your following. And then post them to your agent website. So if they come in from anywhere other than Zillow, you'll want to make sure to grab it out of there and get it added to your website. And I'll show you how to do that once we're done. Okay, so negative reviews, we all know they happen. Sometimes it's not our fault, or it's a situation that, maybe it's not about you, but they put it on your site and now you have to address it. So getting a bad review is not the end of the world. In fact, most consumers don't trust anything that looks too perfect. I would say one bad review is not going to ruin your reputation. However, you do want to make sure you are trying to correct it. So if at any point, maybe that person might remove the review, if you can get the communication going on outside of the platform. So as counterintuitive as it may seem, negative reviews have a positive impact because they help establish trust and authenticity. Consumers understand that a product can't be all things to all people, and they appreciate negative reviews as an important element in their decision-making process. So 80% of customers look for those negative reviews in their research. I know I do, whether it be a restaurant or, a grocery store. I try to see how other people are experiencing it, and then I make my own educated choice based on those. If you do get a bad review or even a good review, you should always respond. Responding shows that you are engaged, that you can care, and that you are taking someone's concerns seriously. Forbes recommends the following when responding to a negative review. So acknowledge the issue, apologize if necessary, be specific, try to move the conversation offline, and be short and sweet. So, try not to get into arguments or, you want to put your best professional foot forward in all cases, and take it offline if you need to. So in real estate, you may get a client that's upset about something that you feel is unreasonable. Don't blast them in your response or mount a legal defense of your actions or anything like that. Just speak briefly to their specific concern, acknowledge how you feel, and confirm that you strive to do better in the future. And then, of course, if a review is illegitimate, it's fair to try to get it removed altogether. So here are some links to contest Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and Zillow reviews. I've seen a lot of spam reviews come through Facebook, so just keep that one in mind. And then let's share my screen and I will show you how to add reviews to your website. Okay, so once you log into Desk or Moxie Works, I should say, you would just click on my website. See if this will load up for me. Here we go. And then right from this front page, if you go down this common tasks list, there is this add your client testimonials, and then you would just click go there. And then it's going to pop open this form for you to fill out. So your header would be the client's name or the location of the property or however you want them to be, showcased. And then the content would be the actual review itself. And then if you have any images that you want to share, you can also include those here. You would confirm that the content is yours to be sharing. And then once you do that, you can click add, and then they will show up down here in this list. Then you can click and drag in any specific order. Maybe your client calls you and says, oh, I would rather not be online. I don't know if that ever happening, but if they did, you could go ahead and hide it, and then it would not show on your website. And then how they do show, let me make sure mine are turned on. So if you come to site pages on the left-hand side, it's going to show you all of the pages of your website. And then here is my testimonials tab. If it says hidden, you'll want to make sure to unhide it. So you would say show. And then once you visit your website, click into your testimonials, and there are your testimonials that you have input yourself. If you are receiving your testimonials through Zillow, to get them added to your website is log into MoxieWorks, and you're on your main front page here. If you click on Agent Tools and then Integrated Tools, it's going to give you the options to log into your Zillow account or your testimonial tree account. So you would just click on this radio button, add the email address that you use for Zillow, and click save, and then it's going to pull them in for you. I don't have any, so I can't show you what they look like, but they do show under your About Me section on your My Bio. There would be an arrow that comes down here, and all your Zillow reviews would be included on this page. So that's how those show. I think that was everything. Does anybody want to see how you would request from Google Business? Or are we good? How about I'll just show you just in casers. Let me log into my account here. Okay, so once you are in your Google Business page, here is your back office of your Google Business page. If you already are getting reviews, you can click on reviews on the right-hand side here, and you'll see the list of reviews. And then you can see you can quickly reply to them straight from here. If you want to request a new review from this home page, if you scroll down a little bit, there's this section that says get more reviews. So if you click on share review form, it's going to give you a few different options. There's a link here that you can use to send out. You can share it on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, or share via your email. What I think is a really neat thing to do is grab this link here. This is your Google review form link. Oh, Desk is going to make me log in again. And then from Desk, I don't know if you know this yet, but if you click on marketing over here on the left-hand side, there is a QR code generator. So all you have to do is take that link, pop it into here, and it's going to give you your very own QR code that takes people directly straight to your Google review page. So that's a great thing to put on a website or a business card or your thank you letter, your thank you card, anything like that, so that they can easily get there to leave that review. Other than that, I think that is all I have for today. If anybody has questions about reviews or you want, more information, you can always schedule time with your local field marketing specialist. We would be happy to help set up an email campaign for you to send out to your clients, or kind of brainstorm on ideas on how to get more reviews going. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Oh, Brittany, did you have a question?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead.
I had 2 questions. So the scripts. They sound great. I probably missed where you grab them from, or are those like, yeah? Where do you grab those from? Is it
I can
Brandster
send them
or?
out to you. They're just in my presentation, but I'll just send the
Ah,
presentation to you and you can pull it straight out from there if you'd like.
you created those?
Yeah, well, I didn't,
Wow,
Hillary did, my boss did, but yeah,
awesome.
they are handed down from somewhere, I'm sure, but she's the one that provided them to me.
Awesome. Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to know, like, when you were doing the Zillow request from
Uh-huh.
the within the platform, I wanted to know if the status that shows like it was sent, but it wasn't a review, sent delivered back. Does
Okay.
that always stay there, or do you know if it goes away or
I think they just stay there.
stay in
I'm
that
not
area?
100% certain, but I think they'll stay. And then if it's submitted, if they submitted one, it will have a note that says they did it.
Okay. And can you do? Obviously, I know you don't work for Zillow, but do you know if you can resend it from that, or you would probably have to like generate a new one? Like, since you
I
know you
think you
can
would
send it
have to
out multiple
generate
times.
another one. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was
Of
great.
course. Anything else? And I'll send out the PowerPoint to you guys so you can grab that script out of there. Have a great rest of the week and a great weekend, and thanks for joining me.